everybody, and welcome to Let's Play NES. I'm Josh from OffhandGames, and in this episode we play... If you can't guess from this title screen so far. Startropics. Now generally, this is considered a long RPG of a game, and those don't really fit in that well with the nature of this show, but I am playing every NES game. This is a familiar intro screen. Let's go ahead and register our name as Link. No. Martin. No. We will be Nestor. One day in summer, you land at Sea Island where Dr. Jones has his laboratory. Yay! Can we go in here? No, we're just like, that's a helipad. I haven't played this game in years. I never owned it as a kid. I had friends that did, and they told me how awesome they thought this game was. It's always showing up on people's top 10, top 25 lists. It's very much like Dragon Warrior. Coral Cola! This might be Nintendo's answer to Dragon Warrior at the time. Which... well, it's 1990, so it's a few years after Dragon Warrior, but still, that pig has a butt. I don't know how far we're going to get into it in this. I can give probably a quick analysis of what I think of the menu system and the controls. I at least want to get into a battle, but... You're an ace pitcher, I hear. Show me how to throw a fastball sometime. Sure, kid, I will never ever talk to you in this game again. Miss Coral, 1990, do you think I'm pretty? Well, this was 22 years ago, so... Let's see what this person has to say. Where do you come from? Americola? Alright, so is this a wicker hut? I remember nothing of this game except for a yo-yo. Whoa. Nice stash, dude. I've been waiting for you. I'm Chief Coral Cola, and a good friend of your uncle. Listen, Mike. I have some bad news. I'm Mike? I wanted to be Nestor. Last night. Try not to be too upset, but your uncle, Dr. Jones, has been abducted. We must keep this from the islanders so they don't panic. You are the best hope of rescuing Dr. Jones. I don't know what to do. Can you help? You say no, and then it should just be game over. You just live in Coral Cola for the rest of your life. You're brave. Take this island yo-yo. You may think this yo-yo is just a toy, but it's very powerful. Mike, you're an ace pitcher. Use it. I got a yo-yo. I just want to go fight stuff now. Mike, it looks peaceful around here, but in the dark below, many monsters have appeared these last few years. Don't let them get you. Mike, the fate of your uncle is in your hands, because we're all useless. We needed an ace pitcher. Find a tunnel in the village and hurry to Dr. J's laboratory. He had a laboratory under a tunnel? Alright. Let's find a tunnel in the village. Yeah. Let's go this way. This is conspicuously blocked. Who are you? Stay away from here. Alright. How about this guy? I heard you were coming. Want to go fishing? No, I have to save my... I shouldn't tell the islanders anything. Your Uncle Dr. Jones is so nice. We call him Dr. J. Oh, last week I met Dr. J. He was very busy solving some strange puzzle. Tell me where his tunnel is. I have to hurry. I'm gonna roast a pig for your welcome party. I was too busy talking earlier. I didn't even read what this pig said, I don't think. What did he say? Oink oink. Oh, okay. Ha 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 ha. Can you tell me where a tunnel is? Oh, yes. Miss Coral. Have you met our chief yet? He's waiting for you. I have. Big guy. Big bald guy. Welcome to Sea Island. Thank you. Let's find that tunnel. What's down here? Anything? Not really. Let me hit start really quick. Nothing happens with start. Select. Now at chapter 1. Thank you. What does he say? Mike, your uncle told me about you. I feel like we're old friends. Creepy. We've talked to almost everyone. Last night I gazed up at the Southern Cross. Suddenly I saw many shooting stars. Legends say, shooting stars are omens of disaster. Oh me, oh my. Oh my, indeed. Alright, now we've officially talked to everyone. Okay, he said on the island, though, so we might have just been going around the village for no reason. It might be out here somewhere. Let's go out. See if it kind of moves some mountains around for us to pass. It didn't really, but let's just see what we can find. Can't cross the water. What's on the beach? Anything? No. Can we find any tunnels? Can we inspect things? I'm okay with being lost in games like this, though, because they're games where you have to take your time. You know, I don't like to approach them. I mean, that looks like a tunnel, but how would I get over there? I like for games on this show to go by in about 10 or 15 minutes, but you know, it's just not the right format for long adventure games, which in one way is a shame, but in the other, is he gonna ask me to play ball with him again? Yeah. You know, on one hand it's a shame, but on the other, you know, how am I gonna get to the next games that we're gonna review together? Let me talk to the chief again, see if he has something else to say. Come on now. Listen, Mike, I have some bad news. Last night... Alright, so you're just gonna repeat yourself again. That's fine. There's a sense of, you know, completion that comes with everyone saying the same thing. If I talk to them, I don't feel lost, but yeah. I mean, I do kind of feel lost, but I don't feel like... Did I push him out of the way? Oh, okay, I did have to talk to him twice. You're Dr. J's nephew. Here's the tunnel. Hooray. Whoa. I'm the shaman and sister of the island chief. Your uncle was abducted because he found a secret in the lost ruins. I have great hope that you will succeed in rescuing Dr. Jones. But there's no time for love now, Dr. Jones. Just like your North Star, island sailors look for the Southern Cross. Mike, many wild monsters await you in the dark below. But remember, the magic of the Southern Cross is always on your side. Now begin the test of island courage. Good luck. Let's take our yo-yo. Oh, it's saving. Let's take our yo-yo down. Oh yeah, graphics change. I do remember the game looking more like this, so that's good. Not a whole lot of reach on that yo-yo, but that's okay. We can jump. We can't jump while moving. We just kind of jump up. Might be able to use that to dodge projectiles. This is one thing that I do remember about this game, yo-yoing slugs. Now, do we have experience? I forget. Select might switch between my weapons, but I only have one right now. Oh, that's cute. So I'm curious as to whether or not it's just like Zelda in that we beat a room full of enemies to go to the next room, or if we get some sort of experience. I don't think we get experience. But right now I'm getting a very roguelike, almost Binding of Isaac-like gameplay experience. Kick down the door, take on that next challenge. Come on now. Alright, so can we... If we hold forward, okay. We can jump across as long as there's a gap in front of us. That makes sense. Can we... Oh, made a button appear. So it's beneficial to jump on as many of these squares as possible, I suppose. Is there any benefit in even fighting these guys? I'm gonna test it and see. No, we didn't get any items, though I wouldn't doubt it if an item drops after defeating all the enemies in an area or something. I don't know if that happens, though. I totally see why everyone liked this game. The music's awesome. It gives you a sense of adventure in between. It's very much a midpoint between what one would expect from the original action-adventure of The Legend of Zelda, and then what you eventually got from Link's Awakening. This might have been sort of a test of how Nintendo could approach those two. That wasn't good. Oh man. Straight up dead. Oh, and you have lives. I wonder how long this game is then if you have lives. You can't make like a super long, epic RPG. Now, what does that star do? A and B at the same time do anything? Oh, you can jump and shoot down. That's nice. Alright. On one hand, it's interesting that you can tap a direction to turn that way without moving, but on the other hand, it's a little annoying that you have to wait a moment to get any momentum on the direction you want to go, because you'll often find yourself just kind of tweaking around in a corner. Nice. Yo-Yo seems to be able to pick up items for you, too. Alright, we'll try this room. Well, we already beat this room, but... Oh, that... I didn't think about that right when it happened, but it does suck that we have to start completely over again. I'm just gonna get out of this room as quickly as I can if I don't get hit by that rat. Now, I'm guessing that the one square we didn't jump on, that green one that's lower than all the others, has a button that opens the door, because we beat all of the enemies. Nice. Come on. Come on over. There we go. For something made by Nintendo, of course, you know, you'd expect the music to be top-notch, the graphics are decent. There we go. If only I'd have thought to do that first earlier. I wouldn't have learned the horrible lesson of not being able to jump in water. You can't walk into the water, so I thought maybe it wouldn't let me jump into the water, but no. You can make your own mistakes. Alright, let's get this slug and get out of here. Maybe get a couple more rooms down before the end of this review. And I know it's not going to be a complete review of this game. I can't completely justify, you know, my ability to rate these longer adventure games, but I can just say what I think of them immediately, and that's so far completely positive. Well, I guess not 100% positive if you take into account that I didn't like the whole, like, momentum upon moving idea, but otherwise it's not that bad. No, okay, I want to get over here. There we go. I want to jump on all these in case there's a button that might give me an item or a secret passage. Anything? Or was this just a skull room that was enemies and that's it? So far, skull room. Yeah, that's it. We want to get out the left side of this one if I can. That's not too bad. Nice, let's just go. I do have to say that I enjoy RPG adventure games a little bit more because I get a little bit more sense of satisfaction from killing enemies when I know that I'm gaining experience or levels. And, you know, games like this and Zelda have to be backed up by a great story or some other aspect of making it fun. Now that I've beaten both of those rooms, maybe I just have to beat the enemies here? Was that all a waste? No, I've been into both of those doors now. I've opened both of these. Can I get? I don't see a way that I can get across. And I can't get back through here. Well, what do I do? Can I jump diagonally? No. Maybe there's another button that I missed and I didn't think about that until I walked through the doorway. I always wanted experience and levels on Zelda. I mean, you know, the other games have done it well, you know, and Kingdom Hearts is a good example of a game that does that pretty well. Where you still have the action control of fighting all the enemies, but you are... You know, you're not completely... without experience. And or rather, you're not having to just choose your commands if you want to, like, you know, you don't get a JRPG experience. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, let's try to go down here. No, nothing. Up here. I guess we can jump on all these. Hey, there we go. Anything? Nice! That's what I was looking for. Alright, our first official treasure box. Can I get into it? A switch? Nice, torches. Let's figure out what those do. Oh, we kind of throw some fire. Okay. I would say that this combines action And maybe I'll save some of that fire. Yo-yo's easy enough on these guys. And puzzle, you know, I wouldn't call it puzzle platformer specifically, but action puzzle game. Ooh, music change. Is that snake gonna spit at me? No, he's gonna rush me. Come on now. Ow! Can I not? There we go. Maybe I should have used my fire on him. Nothing. Seems to be a common thing, though, to put a invisible button on one of these and... Oh, that squeaking sound is my health, isn't it? Ah, I'm dead. Well, 15 minutes is, I don't feel like it's enough to devote to Startropics, but it's all that I can do today, and overall, I love this game. Every time I've ever watched someone play it or played it myself, I've enjoyed it and wanted to play more, and then I haven't gotten around to it. I need to play more of this game. Maybe one day I can do a show on it. But for now, that's Startropics, everybody. See you next time.